Hey, I'm Jeff from R&R Marine. We're here in the showroom today in Sault Ste. Marie looking at a new brand that we're carrying, RH Boats. So this is the SH Sport 180. So it's little over 18 foot, about 18 and a half feet long, all heavy gauged, all welded. So this whole brand is to go along with our, incorporated with our Thunderjet brand as far as style and build, and we're just really moving into that industry more and more. I want to go over a few features on this boat since it's here. To start, right in the back end, there's a welded platform, as you can see, just kind of nice for those times and you stop and take a swim or whatever you're doing. Just a nice welded platform with a ladder, really is nice. It's got a standard transom setup. We have this one powered with a 90 horse 4-stroke Mercury. It can take up to a 150. But we feel the 90 or 115 is probably going to be more than adequate on this boat. A couple of the other features moving forward, onboard rod holders, both sides. You got 6 rods or 3 rods a side, 6 rods in total. This little tray right here, besides adding stability to the side of the boat, it also is a great place for Play-Doh boxes. And of course, behind the rods, you can stick them behind the rods, before and back up front. So there's lots of places for storage just for tackle, okay? These two, super good access to batteries, bilge pumps, or anything else that's back in the back end of it. They make it so, you're not having to work your way into a tiny little spot to get in there to get to work. You actually got actual room to be able to get in there. Moving forward, you've got the bench seats with storage. Give you a quick look at that. So life jackets, whatever you want to put in there, but really is nice, when you're fishing, if you're trolling, I found in times that when you're trolling, the guy that's fishing that side of the boat, many times is going to sit over here, so you can watch your planer boards or whatever you're fishing with, and vice versa. It's kind of a neat, just a neat way to fish, because that way you're not just looking like this, but you can sit sideways. They're super comfortable. You can spin the captain's chairs around, put your feet up if you really want to get lazy while you're fishing, but it's kind of a neat feature. The other thing this boat has is a full canvas. As you can see, I'm 6 foot, 6'1", and I can stand up. My head's just touching. So this also has side curtains and a drop curtain for a full enclosure. So inclement weather, spring, fall, you want to stay warm, you're good to go. Moving up front, some of the other little features it's got. Again, this is just storage. Here is the actual tackle storage. A lot of terminal tackle, probably smaller pieces, swivels, things like that. Actually, that's that tray that I had thrown in the back is out of here. It's really a nice little added feature because it's right handy. An item that they did, which I think is really cool, and this is something they're doing in a lot of their boats, is your feet go in here, and usually there's a wall, okay? Usually you have a wall right here, and you can see there's this brace. Well, that's usually a wall in most boats. This is actually open, okay? So if you look underneath there, you can actually see the backside of the Livewell, but behind this wall is the place for your trolling motor batteries. So absolutely taking no room out of the boat at all. It also has a 2-bank battery charger. I believe it's a 2-bank battery charger installed underneath there. So it's ready for your trolling motor. This thing's wired for a trolling motor, 24 volt. If you wanted to max it out to a 36, you could. But it's really cool that they're taking no space out of the boat and adding those features. Grab rails, glove compartment, nothing special there, but hydraulic steering. You don't see that a lot of times, but they have hydraulic steering, and it makes it so nice in a boat like this. Gauges, just tack and fuel gauge, switches for your wipers. It does have the wiper. Until you have, this actually has dual wipers. Until you're in a boat with wipers, you don't realize how much you miss them. Until you get out of one. It's so nice because you know how it is, spray off the water, it's raining, no matter what, you've got the wipers. It really is a nice feature. So with this top, which is so nice and big, once you come up front, this is what separates this out of a lot of the boats in this class, is this Livewell. As you can see, it's a nice size Livewell. It's one that's going to handle walleye, pike. Yeah, you could stick salmon in there too if you really wanted to, but it is a nice size Livewell in a boat of this size. again, like I said, it's already wired for a bow mount trolling motor. And you can look at the rails. I mean, you can see on boats like this, everything's welded in. You know, your windshield's all welded. Look at this bracket that holds the windshield. You know, there's boats out there that, you know, they hit the right waves. Next thing you know, that windshield's popping loose, or you have a little bracket that's breaking. Not here. This is all welded. That's why we're getting into these more and more. Our Thunderjets, as you can see, we have a 185 Luxor over there. The Thunderjets we've been selling now for several years, and they've been so good for us, and we're so happy with them that we wanted to bring another brand in. That's why we came up with this RH. We went to the Seattle Boat Show to really investigate the boats, to find a boat that's going to be fit our needs, and with build quality and style, this RH really became to the forefront for us. And so if you want to check them out, we've got this. We have more models on order. We have some bigger models. We have some 20-footers. If you look at our board there, we have some hard tops coming. We have a couple more boats in the showroom we'll show you later on. But if you want to check it out, find out more about heavy gauge boats and using them in the Great Lakes, stop in at R&R Marine, 550 East Portage Avenue, Sault Ste. Marie.